Hey babes, so let's get into the video. I'm starting off with my hair. I ended up using almost 2 packs of that easy braid hair that I'm showing you guys. It is preset stretch color 27. I used this Shine and Jam in the red, not really the first product. I did use hair oil and hair grease. And I like the Carol's Daughter Goddess oils, and I'll show you guys that as well. So my hair is sectioned. I have 2 at the bottom, 5 across the midsection, 2 in my U part at the top, and then I ended up having 2 at the top on each side, so 4 at the top. And this is me just showing y'all how I did them. So I used the Shine and Jam just to slick it down as much as possible because we don't want, no frizzies, no flyaways. We need this to last for at least 2 weeks. My hair grows fast, so probably not, but I'm very new to this, so this definitely is beginner friendly. I'm dividing this into basically starting a braid. So you get your 3 pieces to start the braid, and then once I braid it, I do it kind of twice just to get it pretty tight, and then I go in and start adding hair. So I like to use a little hair rack just to have my 6 pieces or more. You could put as many as possible on the hair rack, and I actually didn't use it because I packed it but I had laid out like 6 kind of medium sized pieces, and maybe like about 3 jumbo pieces just for the middle section, so it could have that chunky look that I was going for. So after I laid out all of my pieces, you guys are gonna see I'm gonna actually end up redoing the braid because I wanted it tighter, and then we're gonna start adding in our pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo this braid and get a little bit closer to the camera, and then I'll talk you guys through how I added the pieces. So yeah, this is me realizing like y'all probably couldn't see, so I had to get a little bit closer. And I braided it out maybe like 2 times, and then we're gonna go in. I didn't braid much because I wanted it to be chunky. So now we're gonna go in and add our medium piece, not the large piece right now because it's gonna show through. So one side is gonna go to the far left, the other side went to the far right. In the middle does not have a piece, and we're just braiding. And I'm gonna go in and add another piece and talk you guys through that as well. So I'm adding in the piece. You're gonna see one goes to the far left, one goes to the far right, nothing in the middle, and we braid it down. And the trick to not having any knots, even though I did have some knots starting off because I was trying to get the hang of it, I realized is don't try to, when you add in a piece, don't try to make it extremely tight. Just let the hair that you're adding in just fall into the braid, and so it'll have like a seamless look and you won't have any like knots popping through. But I did have a few starting off at the ones in the front because I was just trying to get the hang of it. Now we're just braiding it down, and I really just eyeball it based off of how much I need. This is a larger piece, one to the far left, one to the far right, nothing in the middle, and we're just gonna braid it down. And I put this in slow motion because I was braiding faster, but I wanted to be able to talk y'all through it. As you can see, like the middle has a very chunky look because I did want them to be more jumbo size. And I mean, the front pieces, they weren't super I can't talk, super thick hair. Like the hair isn't super thick, so they weren't extremely jumbo like the ones that are going to be in the back. Same thing, adding a piece to the far left, adding a piece to the far right, and just braiding it down. And this is how you guys time it to know like when to put a piece in. Like when it starts getting thin, one of your 3 pieces start getting thin, you realize one is gonna have to be on the far left and the other is gonna have to be on the far right, so you can add hair into it. And then the one that has the most hair you put in the middle, because it doesn't need add-in hair. So you guys see the 2 thin sides are on the far left and right, then the one in the middle doesn't get any hair added to it. And I hope that made sense. I know some people explain it by like they use the middle, index, thumb finger. I just thought that was just an easier way for me personally to break it down. Just to say one piece goes towards the far left, one goes to the far right, and the middle doesn't have any because you only have 3 pieces. So why are we saying fingers? I don't know. Maybe that helps some people, but not me. So I hope this breakdown of how I did it was very helpful. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up to go through the rest of the process, and then maybe talk you through doing a few more. Alright, you guys, see you later in the video.
Maybe I've been going nowhere lately. It's time to start all over and go for it. 'Cause they don't even know me yet. But that's something I don't regret. Every night I close my eyes and see only lavender dreams, babe.
Okay, so after a while, I saw that my braids were unraveling, so I decided to add flexi rods in the process. You can also add rubber bands to keep them from unraveling, but I didn't have any, so I decided to go ahead and put the flexi rods around them so I can dip them afterwards. But now, like, my hair has been, like, honestly, it's been a few days, and I do recommend putting rubber bands on the ends anyway because they're still unraveling. Okay, now ladies, we're at the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now, get your setup together. It may look a little ghetto, but it's okay. So, and I had to put my glasses on because I'm blind, but I kind of got a bar chair, and I put my round mirror from my living room in the chair, and it set like perfectly in the chair. And then I kind of put my hair products in the chair in front of me. You know, it worked for me. Okay, judge me not. Do what works for you. But now I'm just kind of greasing my scalp, and then I'm gonna go in afterwards and gel it down. I might have fixed my parts, I really don't remember, but at this point I was just like, screw it. And let me tell y'all, start watching some Netflix. You see me watching Netflix because it's a process, you know. It didn't take me too long, but it took a couple hours, like, and that was just the braiding. Like, I washed my hair well before, because you know a natural hair wash day and braiding is not in the same day. Them 2 different days. You got the wash day, then you let it stretch, and then you got the part day, and then you got the braid day. So, but just getting into the braiding, using the shining gem just to slick everything down. I'm really trying to put a lot on there because these are bigger sections, and if I don't put a lot, they're gonna frizz faster and my braids aren't gonna last as long. So I'm really trying to put a lot in there. Oh yeah, and make sure you get the kitchen. So lift the hair and get the kitchen for sure. Y'all see me watching TV? I just couldn't do right. So maybe if you're not watching Netflix, it may not take you as long. So maybe listen to some music. But I don't know. Like I have to make the time go by faster. And right now, y'all, I've been hooked on Vikings. Oh, that's not actually on Netflix. That's on Prime Video. It's a show called Vikings. I don't know. Like my boyfriend introduced me to it, and now I'll be watching it without him. And he feels some type of way because I'm way far ahead. But hey, like once I get addicted to something and they got hella seasons, I'm binging. So look at me still. So I'm getting my pieces together now, even though I'm still watching Vikings right now. But the pieces that I'm using I'm getting more less medium pieces, so more large pieces, because this section does have more hair. So my pieces are gonna be, I think I did about 3 or 4 medium pieces, and about 4 large pieces. So definitely more large pieces than medium pieces. And I laid them out on my thighs. I should have showed y'all how I did it, but I was watching Vikings. But I kind of laid the pieces out. I got one in my hand right now. I don't even know why, because I can't braid with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start the braid, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah, this braid just wasn't giving it to me trying to braid to the side. So make sure you braid from the back. Get it as tight as possible. Okay, all right. And then I braided once, I braided twice. Let's see how many more times. Okay, I just braided twice. That's it. So the same thing I did for the front. As you can see, I'm starting with a little bit. My medium-sized pieces are bigger than the medium pieces in the front. So these are almost like my large pieces and then extra large pieces. And I'm adding them back to back because, I think I'm a professional by now because I did the front of my head. And then I do kind of feel the braid just to make sure I'm not getting any knots in it. And the slicker you want your, I guess, braid, the more shine and gem you're going to have to put at the roots. And you can add shine and gem or any type of gel to your actual hair. I prefer one that isn't water-based because your hair is going to get frizzy. But just to slick your hair into the braid, if that bothers you, it don't really bother me because my hair is more stretched. It's not blow-dried. It would have been a lot more slicker, but it didn't really bother me. But if that does bother you, either maybe blow-dry out your hair or put gel on it that's not water-based so your hair won't get back curly. Or use curly hair, It's a lot of options. I think here I was getting kind of stuck because I was trying to bring my braid in the front instead of keeping it behind, just because I wanted to see it from the front side instead of a reversing side, because looking at the back of my head from the mirror is like looking at it reverse. And sometimes my brain be playing tricks on me and I be thinking I'm braiding one way and I started braiding the other way because it's reverse. So yeah, y'all. It's a learning process. But yeah, I'm just going to continue to add in here and braid it down. And I'm going to speed it up a little bit. So be here in a sec.
I used to take myself out on dates, open my own damn doors, pay for everything on my plate. Sometimes I'd even get the steak, cause I got it like that. Always had my own bag, never needed no man to rely on. Got 2 good shoulders to cry on. I was alright on my own till I fell, but it wasn't fate. And I couldn't tell at the time, but I was my own soulmate. It's like I forgot I was fine, let you treat me any kind of way. Now I'm free.
Hey beautifuls, so my camera actually died not camera died, but my phone storage was full in the process, so I didn't get dipping the ends, but this is how the ends turned out. I just put perm rice on it and dipped it in hot water, and then this is like, it's not the next day but the day after. I did put foam on it, but I'm gonna show y'all again. And I don't know where this foam is from. I have had it for a long time, but you can use foam to lay the top down, any flyaways. You can blow dry it, or you can wrap it. I'm more of someone who's gonna wrap my hair than put heat in it, but it's really up to you. I just wanted to show y'all like how these came out. I feel like they came out pretty good. They're definitely not perfect, they're not professional, but it's gonna work. It's gonna last me to maybe a week or 2 maybe longer, but I typically get tired of hairstyles so fast, so I'm saying like a week, but it could probably definitely last longer depending on the quality of your knots and the texture of your hair. Like, is your hair more frizzy? You know, it really depends. But I'm gonna show y'all the full look. Let me close my door because, well, let me just let y'all know I'm moving. It's stuff everywhere, okay? I do want to do a packing vlog, so that might be something coming next, but okay, ignore the junk if you see it. Okay, so this is the hair with the ends, and I'll do full like 360. I really prefer to wear my hair up, so let me get up. This is it. I'm tired of rambling. I'm gonna let you guys go. Love you, babes. Happy holidays.